Hi, everybody. I'm here with Brian Sanchez, who's a personal trainer at Parkway Athletic Club in Carson City, Nevada. You're looking good, brother.
You are looking good. I think what I always hope is that when I see you, that I can be a reflection of what you are, Steve.
Well, you know why I always do that, why I always say you look good, because I'm a little bit insecure. And I know if I say you look good, you'll say it back. It's like when you say to your wife, "I love you, babe," she says it back.
Yours
Unless
does?
she's mad at you.
You're lucky.
If she's no, your wife doesn't say that.
No, she usually throws things at me. Like, you're not gone yet? I'm
Well,
kidding,
it
by the
works
way.
for me.
I'm kidding if you're watching this, dear. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm
You
afraid
don't
of
want to
her.
go home and she'll throw something at you.
Yeah, I'm afraid of her.
Okay, so we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. I've been in the gym business. I've owned gyms for over 30 years, but been in the gym business for 40 years and personal trainer and all that stuff. And, everybody's thinking about their New Year's resolution and, you know, they're eating all the things that they want to eat. And I was talking about my wife about this, think about this. It's a lot easier to mess something up than it is to fix it. Because let's say your base calories, your maintenance is 2,200 calories. It's really easy to eat 500 calories over that. Think about that, Brian. It's easy if your maintenance is 2,200. It's really easy to eat 2,700. All you got to do is put a little more sauce on your steak and boom, you got your 500 calories. A little more salad dressing on your salad, a handful of almonds, an extra avocado, and you're 500 calories over your maintenance. But it's not easy and not even recommended to eat 500 calories under your maintenance. So if your maintenance is 22 and you want to eat 1,700, that's not easy. Can you imagine yourself eating 1,700 calories? You might be able
Well,
to do it on the Redditruitide, but
maybe at a time.
yeah, at a time.
Oh, and look, we're going to talk New Year's resolutions, so don't take this the wrong way, everybody. I am a staunch anti-diet guy. And what I mean by that is everybody has a diet they should eat. I'm talking about lose weight fast diets. I understand the purpose. I understand why people do them. But when you cut caloric deficits to a point to where you're miserable, you'll never stick with it. It's so, when we look at these and we talk about resolutions for everybody and what they're going to do, I'm not so sure calorie management is always a good resolution. I think we could reword it or recraft it into other things so that we could get the calories we need. And Steve's heard this from me many, many times. One of the biggest battles I have with the client base I have is undercalorie. So at the new year, if you think you're going to lose weight and you cut your calories and you're not taking in enough calories, you're not going to lose anything. You're just going to be tired and miserable. And
Yeah,
that's really important.
I think the best thing is just eat at about maintenance and clean up your diet. Eat the right foods, eat healthy whole foods, and get your protein up. If you just get your protein up and lift weights. That is the long-term game plan, in my opinion, to get weight off and to be healthier and to speed up your metabolism. Because now you put on some muscle and because you're eating protein and you're working out, now every pound of muscle you put on, that's another 7,500 calories you can eat. And that's a big deal. Now, it's not easy to put on a pound of muscle, especially at our ages, but you certainly want to maintain it. But I just wanted to bring out that point that it's easy to go 500 calories over. You can eat 2 cookies and you're 500 calories over. And you do that every day during the holidays, you're in a bad spot when you come for your New Year's resolution and you want to get all those extra calories off, and you ate an extra 500 calories a day for December or since Thanksgiving. That's what, 30 days times 500
500.
calories. Okay, so now you got to go under that many days, and that's not easy to do. So you just got to live a healthy lifestyle. Now, I know, because I've been in the business, now I don't really think that the gyms get really busy in January because everyone's making New Year's resolutions, because I don't think they do. Come on, who makes a New Year's resolution and really does it? I'm going to clean my car or whatever it is. Do people really make New Year's resolutions and be serious about them? Maybe some, but I don't think most people do. So I think the reason gyms get really busy starting in January, February, March, and yes, we sell more memberships, and March is one of our busiest months, but I think people are getting settled in to the new year and trying to get dialed in with their schedules. I think that's why they're not New Year's resolutions. And this is just my theory. Again, it's a total guess. But I don't think it's because everybody's making New Year's resolutions. I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week, because I don't think very many people are doing that. Now, people do go to the gym more in January, February, March, because they're getting settled. They were putting things off during the holidays and had busy schedules, trying to get this done, that done, seeing everybody, seeing all their friends, family, and presents. And now things have settled down, so they get back into, hey, let's get back into my workout program. Personally, that's why the gyms get really busy. So Brian, do you have any recommendations on how people can keep their resolution no matter what it is?
Yeah, I think how you want to focus. Let's just say, let's use the gym, because there's all kinds of things people will throw out there as their resolutions. This year when you come back to the gym, if you're not in it, don't look at. Steve said this correctly. Get with one of us coaches. Let's talk about your caloric need for the day to just keep you right where you are. And let's just say you're at 2,200. That's your maximum calories for the day. If you eat that 2,200 a day and you exercise 5 days a week, maybe 3 days strength and conditioning, 2 days cardio, what's going to happen is you're going to have a drop in your caloric needs, or you're going to increase your caloric burn, which is going to lower your body fat, because you're going to be at a caloric deficit. In other words, if I come into the gym and I eat 2,200 calories a day and I start working out for 45 minutes to an hour a day of good, intense style of workouts, and over that 24-hour period, it turns into, let's just say, 300 to 400 calories burned, that's going to be a deficit every single day, and you're going to be fed just fine. A lot of the times when people come in and they talk to us as coaches, they say, well, I want to lose weight. Okay, what do I do? What do I got to stop eating? I don't even talk about that first month. That first month, all I'm trying to do is stabilize your body and get your balance, your mobility and everything where it needs to be. Then when your body's ready to go into a different direction, then we do it. And I tell everybody, don't go on a diet. Just don't do it. Let's rethink what we're going to do. Let's recreate our behavior of eating. Let's recreate our behavior of training. Let's recreate our behavior and mindset toward a positive outlook of things, instead of, I got to go to the gym, this sucks. No, I got to go to the gym. Let's make this a brighter day. Those are the things when we talk about how can we make some ideas go in the direction we want them to go. You got to have a positive outlook on it. It's got to be something that you can reach. You can't go into this new year saying I'm going to do all these things and change my ways if you don't mean it. And it has to be certain things that you can truly accomplish. I'm not going to come out here and say I'm going to make $2 million this year. That's not going to happen unless I win the lotto. Steve, yeah, he will, but not me. I'm not going to come out here and say, even though we're doing a test, everybody who follows our stuff, my test is not how much weight am I going to lose over the next 12 weeks? The truth of our test is we're going to see if my body fat goes down, if I can maintain muscle mass. So we're trying something a little bit different. Call it a New Year's resolution if you want, but we're doing something, almost studying it. So maybe put yourself into that mindset to where I'm going to attack this in a very different format. So it's not a punishment to me for living the lifestyle that I've lived. So you make it fun. You stick to it. You have a good goal. And if you have that good goal and you can truly reach it, you'll have success. The biggest issue going into the gym this year, if you guys are coming in, don't do this whole, I'm going to drop 50 pounds. My answer is that 1% of you will. Those of you, once you start feeling comfortable that you've lost 15, 20 pounds, are going to go off your eating diet, if you will, and you're going to go back to old behaviors, or you may have never even changed your behaviors. We also see that with people when they're using certain products, when they're using products to cause them to lose weight when they come off, they gain it back. So if your New Year's resolution is, I'm going to lose 30 pounds and I'm going to take this product to lose that 30 pounds, well, what's your plan after that? So you have to have a better goal. You have to have better markers, better measurements going into the year for anything you choose. So if you are going into, okay, I'm going to use this product to help lose weight. Well, why? What are you going to do to change? If you're not going to change your behaviors, don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Because when you do gain it back, there's a good chance you're going to gain more weight back. But I like things that are reachable. I like to create things that are going to be enjoyable for you. That does not mean fun. Let's clarify that. But things that you can enjoy trying to accomplish. Steve?
Yeah, I would just fine tune that a little bit and say, make your resolution if you make it. And it should be to change something in your life, to change a behavior.
Right.
Make your resolution realistic. Make it realistic. Don't make it, I'm going to run 10 miles every day if you've never run in your life. It's because you're not going to run 10 miles every day. Don't set a lofty, ridiculous goal because you won't hit that the first day. You certainly won't make it for 3 days. So make your goal or your resolution realistic. Realistic meaning, hey, I'm going to go to the gym 2 days every week, a minimum. Do it that way. Have a that you're going to get some wins with. Hey, I'm going to get some wins. I'm going to go to the gym 2 days a week. And then after January's passed, hey, you've got a bunch of wins because you did it every week. And then you continue into February. And then you get those wins under your belt and you get some momentum. You start getting some results and it starts to get easier and you start to get excited about it. So don't put a big wall up that's going to be a barrier to what you're trying to accomplish. Look, I always say I'm not a doctor. I'm also not a psychiatrist. But I will say this can't be something that is going to discourage you, that you can't reach, that is too hard. Get those wins under your belt. And when that happens, you're going to get some momentum. And those should be, in my opinion, little lifestyle changes. Like, I'm not going to drink, you could have 2 or 3 resolutions. I'm not going to drink soda anymore. Okay, I'm going to switch to iced tea. I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that. Something that's not healthy. One little thing that you cut out and then build on it throughout the year. That's what I think people have to do to be realistic and to have success is they got to get some wins under their belt and build on those wins throughout the year.
Yeah, it's as simple, and I'll go back to the gym where, when people come in and they start working with us and they have a resolution, whether it's a New Year's or something that they just decided they were going to start, you do have to make it reachable. You do have to make it reasonable. The people that come in, let's just say a guy walks in his mid-30s and we sit down after our interview and he says, well, I want to hit chest today because I want to be able to bench, 400 pounds again. And he hasn't been in the gym over the last decade. We're not even going to do that. I'll get him to the bench, but we're going to do other things to get that body prepared. So make sure that you have a plan. And at the end of your time frame, when you reach your goal, what are you going to do after that?
Right.
So kind of like
Yeah.
what Steve's saying, you got to have markers so you can get those wins. But then how do you reset it from that point? If I go in and say, I'm going to get down to 10% body fat. Okay, well, once you get there, how are you going to maintain it? What lifestyle change have you done to make sure you're still there? And we want to be able to have that success last forever, not just for 5 to 6 months.
Right. That's why your objective is to change some habits, change your lifestyle in a positive way. And if you're obese, don't go into the gym or start some crash crazy diet where I'm going to get down to 10%. No, you're not. You're obese. Let's get healthy. Let's get under 20%. You get under 20%, 18%, that is a huge win. If you're obese and you can get down to 18%, that is a healthy body fat percentage. And you know what? You're going to look good. Most people are not 18%. The average body composition for men in the United States is 28%. Obese is 25, and the average is 28. So make it realistic. And it has to begin, like the point you made, Brian, it has to be a lifestyle change. Why? Because what are you going to do? You're going to crash diet and you're going to lose 50 pounds. And then what? You're going to gain it all back? Why even lose it in the first place if you're going to gain it back? Changing your lifestyle is something you're going to do forever. You will keep those positive results because you're going to keep the lifestyle change. It can't be something that I'm going to do this for 3 months and then I'm going to go back to what I was doing before. Not only will that not work, it's pretty stupid, just being blunt.
Yeah, it's really stupid. So there.
All right. Well, hopefully that helps for anyone who is going to think about a New Year's resolution. Any last thoughts, Brian?
Yes, don't let this deflate you, everybody. We're not saying you can't do it. We're just saying be smart, and we will be here to help you. We will join you on this journey. Come on down to the parkway. We'll show you what's up.
Actually, we're kind of saying the opposite. We're saying make it easy.
We are.
Pick something easy. You'll get a win. Pick something easy. I'm not gonna drink orange juice anymore. Well, I don't drink it anyway.
My
That's an easy
resolution
one.
is I want to be able to eat 3 double doubles.
Where do you get those at?
That one was that one over
Double doubles. They got
now.
quadruples. I know what place should In and Out, right?
Yeah, okay, maybe 3 of those. That'll be my resolution.
That's all you can eat all year, right?
That's it.
Spread it out. There you go. That's a good
There
resolution.
you go.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to a couple of clowns like us. Hopefully you'll join us again and hear about our retatrutide journey and all that stuff and all our peptide journey. So thanks for being with us.
Thanks, everybody. Take care, Steve.